7, you can join us on there, and also on that is the Metro TV Digibox on the Digibox, right? You can find us Metro TV on there, and also on 94.1 FM. You can find us on there and listen to the show right here. Well, coming up, you all must have seen what happened in Parliament yesterday regarding the Mandai rerun and all the matters arising from that particular, situation in the House. Well, today we'll be engaging the communications director from the NPP, Richard Ahiagba, and some others on what this is, why really is this happening. We'll talk about that. I will talk about some doctors in the medical laboratory science space who have not been given any job to do. They've not been employed over a period of time, and they are agitating. They are unhappy about that situation. We'll be engaging that also, and amongst many other conversations that we're bringing to you right here on the show. So do what to stay with us. For now, Harriet Addy is standing by. I'm sure she's eating some jollof this morning. If not, she's here. You're yet to eat.
I'm waiting on the 20th.
Oh,
of this month. That is next week.
Yeah, you saw what the sports team did.
All forms of jollof. Yes.
I promise them we'll do better than them as newsroom.
Oh, definitely.
Before the show ends, I'm going to be eating my jollof also. So
I'll join you.
Definitely take us away, Harriet.
Well, it's now time for us to bring you the news updates. Let's take a look at the headlines. Calls increase for the reversal of Tamale High Court's decision to annul the Pandai parliamentary elections, which has triggered a rerun, will engage the parties involved in this. And as today marks Human Rights Day, stakeholders are cautioning of the rise in online harassment and sexual abuse in schools in Ghana and calling for efforts to stem the rate. Also coming up on Good Afternoon Ghana, concerned doctors of medical laboratory sciences continue to call for their 6-year unemployment status to be addressed. We'll hear from them. There's many more coming up shortly. That's our first story. Communities in Ada and Tema are sounding the alarm as tidal waves, filling roads and western infrastructure continue to threaten lives and livelihoods. The Greater Accra Regional Minister has been touring the two coastal enclaves, listening to concerns over sea erosion, water shortages and stored development projects, and promising swift government intervention.
The tidal waves continue to creep in, swallowing homes, roads and livelihoods, and for the people of Ada and Tema, the fear is growing by the day. These came up when the Greater Accra Regional Minister embarked on a working tour, listening to concerns stretching from sea erosion to water, education and health.
The process is underway to start the project. I think they've started the K2 North and other communities. And so, projects have started at Ada East. I'll report, like I said, report back to His Excellency the President and see how best we can resolve the issue. But notwithstanding, you see, that is why sometimes we advise community members not to build close to these rivers.
Across both Ada West and Ada East, water remains a central issue. In Ada West, residents in Sege and neighboring communities are still struggling for potable water, even as treatment plants near completion. In health, healthcare delivery in the two districts are undergoing a facelift. In Ada West, sword has been cut for 2 new health centers and nurses' quarters in line with the President's policy of 2 health facilities per year. Old structures are also being rehabilitated.
Get Fund and then Common Fund has approved some CHIPS compound and a polyclinic for both, Ada East and Ada West, and also some school projects which they spoke about. Those schools, contractors have been on site and they've been given like 4 or 5 months to complete the project.
On education, the various districts are racing to address gaps, but The bigger worry for education stakeholders is the declining BEC performance. Traditional authorities want a special committee set up to investigate the trend and reverse it if possible. The regional minister, who showed her commitment to education, also called on parent and traditional authority to augment efforts of teachers after school hours.
Also, in as much as we have teachers, teaching our wards, we also have to talk to our wards. And yes, sometimes you see a pupil or a student at basic school at the night, at least during 12, 1, you see them roaming. And so these are also contributing to the poor performance of the basic schools. And so there's a need for us as parents and as the chiefs to also wake up. It's a wake-up call for all of us to see how best we can help our students.
Bad roads remain a shared frustration. From Versege Inner Road to Versege Bator Corridor, residents say access routes are deteriorating. District officials, however, say contractors and machines are expected to begin work soon. From collapsing shorelines to crumbling roads, and from water shortages to stalled social projects, the people of Ada and Tema are hoping that this tour marks a turning point, one that delivers not just promises, but solutions. Shadrach Odame Ejare, Metro News, Ada.
And away from that, stakeholders have expressed commitment to ending gender-based violence in all of its forms. Speaking at the end of the 2025 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence, EU Ambassador to Ghana, Rune Skinnybash, lamented the rise in online harassment of girls as well as sexual exploitation in schools. He joined Country Director for Oxfam Ghana and the Director General of the Cybersecurity Authority to call for concerted efforts to stem online gender-based violence.
Today we turn our attention to a growing global concern, the pushback against the progress on gender equality. For decades, we have made steady and continuous improvements in the fight for gender equality. Around the world, this progress is not only slowing down or stagnating, it's even dialed back. We must continue to lead the change in Europe and in Africa. Here in Ghana, women continue to face disproportionate levels of violence with pervasive beliefs that undermine the rights of women. Amnesty International noted an increase in gender-based violence as well as underage and teenage pregnancy. 2025 saw not only sexual harassment and assault at Ghanaian schools and universities, but a rise in both online and physical harassment and threats. The rise of non-consensual sharing of intimate images and manipulated deepfake content is deeply worrisome.
Our commitment to ending gender-based violence is long-standing, and a major milestone in this was when the EU and Oxfam co-funded the Enough project, which worked with 9 national partners, including Viamo Technologies, who was our tech partner. And the project definitely worked towards expanding access to information and justice through simple, accessible digital tools that supported reporting and referral pathways for women and girls. In this project that we implemented together with the EU, we recognize and notice that online gender-based violence is rising, rapidly and evolving, and deeply connected to offline abuse that we see in this country.
This commemoration of the 16 days of activism against sexual and gender-based violence is a continuous reminder that violence against women and girls is not a societal challenge, but a digital security challenge that demands a coordinated action. While the internet provides young girls and women with resources for learning and communication, it exposes them to potential harm. Digital transformation has helped to create new channels for abuse. Today, technology facilitated gender-based violence, from cyber stalking and online blackmail to digital sexual exploitation, and the non-consensual sharing of intimate images, poses one of the fastest growing online threats affecting women and girls in Ghana.
And as the world marks Human Rights Day, the CS theme, Our Everyday Essentials, echoes loudly amid rising global insecurity, reaffirm the need to protect the basic freedoms that shape daily life. Let's listen to this news desk report.
Today marks International Human Rights Day, celebrated globally to highlight the fundamental freedoms and protections every individual is entitled to. The day is observed in remembrance of the adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights by the United Nations in 1948. The theme for this year, Our Everyday Essentials, focuses on how basic rights are the foundations of well-being. With many people across the globe experiencing insecurity, disaffection, and a deepening sense of alienation, the theme seeks to reaffirm the values of human rights. The celebration focuses on renewed calls for dignity, equality, and justice for all at a time when conflicts, economic hardships, and social injustices continue to threaten basic human rights across many regions. As the world observes Human Rights Day, it is clear that safeguarding human dignity is a collective responsibility, and renewed commitment is needed from governments, institutions, and citizens to uphold the principles of freedom, equality, and justice for all.
Well, away from that, former workers of Bogoso Prestea Mines on Tuesday picketed at the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, demanding the payment of their outstanding entitlements. The aggrieved workers said the benefits were promised by the sector minister Emmanuel Ama Kofi-Boah, but are yet to be honored. There is more in this report.
December payment promise has further endorsed or trust. We are therefore compelled, peaceful, and within the law to articulate our concern through public demonstration and this petition to your high office. We trust in your firm leadership, your respect for workers' rights, and your commitment to justice. We therefore appeal to swift and decisive action to bring relief to the hundreds of families affected by heat go face ongoing neglection. And this is not the fault of our Honorable Minister, Honorable Emmanuel Ama Kofi-Boah. He promised and he visited the Bogoso Prestea Mine to give a directive to heat go face to do the needful, but yet they have failed. We are begging, Honorable Minister, please hear our cry and come to our aid, because we are dying, we are suffering, our families are deteriorating. Bogoso Prestea Mine is the largest concession mine that we have in this country or Ghana. Please come to our aid. Respectfully submitted, former and separated workers of the Bogoso Prestea Mine to the Honorable Minister. And these are the leaders and the people that led the peaceful action to us. Thank you for coming, and thank you for hearing our story. Thank you for hearing our cry, and we believe and sincerely we trust in you and your administration that you will do for us, because we believe you are a listening governor. 24-hour economy that we preach. Please, Bogoso Prestea Mine can employ about 6,500 and over to improve the 24-hour economy.
In response to that, the Deputy Chief Executive for Minerals Commission, Emmanuel Kwamena Nyima, received the petition and assured the protesters that their concerns had been noted and conveyed, giving them a positive outlook that the minister is committed to resolving the matter.
The Deputy CEO for Minerals Commission in charge of support services. So I'm receiving this on behalf of our minister. and Deputy Minister and my CEO, Isaac Tando. And as you said, the minister knows everything about what is happening at the Bogoso Hidgo Fields. And like you rightfully said, he has been there before when the issue came up, and he made some promises to you. I can assure you that once we have received this petition, we'll table it to the minister, and the minister, who we know is an action man, will take all the necessary action, and government is well committed that you will not lose your job, you get your jobs back, we will revive the Bogoso gold mines, and then you get your job back. So I want to assure you that the minister will receive it and will act swiftly on it. So thank you very much, and we wish you well. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. As we are going back to Bogoso, we wish you safe journey. Thank you very much.
And 12 months after Ghanaians elected John Mahama back into office, the nation is taking a closer look at the administration's early steps. The voices of ordinary Ghanaians tell a mixed story of progress, pressure, and expectations. Here's a report by Metro TV's Ikuya Babu.
Just over a year ago, millions of Ghanaians stepped out of their homes with a simple yet powerful tool in their hands, the ballot. It was a day filled with hope, frustration and determination as voters decided the change they wanted for their country.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the singular honor as the returning officer of the 2024 presidential election to declare His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the winner of the 2024 presidential election and the President-elect of the Republic of Ghana.
When John Dramani Mahama returned to the presidency, it marked not only a political shift, but the beginning of a national reset. Months on, some Ghanaians say they are still navigating the realities of reform.
It's better than the previous government, but then we still need more. We need him to do more work. We need him to make the country better so that we don't end up leaving the country.
For now, I'll say yes. But I think with the electricity side, the ECG side, that's where I have my challenges. Because the utilities now on the edge is killing all of us.
Others believe that the country is undeniably moving with a different kind of energy.
I strongly believe that he is truly on course, he's truly on course, and if we can give him like 2-3 years, he will do very well. When it also comes to roads, I think he's also doing well. The educational system, there are some high jumps also over there. I mean, he's doing well.
Notable achievements under President Mahama's new administration include a reduction in the number of ministries from 30 to 23, scrapping of e-levy, betting tax and emissions levy, and the implementation of a no academic fee policy for first-year students in public tertiary institutions. Experts say President Mahama's actions signal a commitment to rebuilding trust in public leadership.
The current government has done so well. It will have to be based upon that which was inherited and how they've been able to turn around, in terms of governance, in terms of the economy.
President Mahama's policy direction, including the push towards a 24-hour economy, has set cautious optimism in motion as Ghanaians look to see how these ambitions will translate into real, measurable change. Ikuya Babu, Metro News.
Let's go to Parliament, where the minority has protested the official declaration of the Pandai parliamentary seat as vacant. The demonstration follows Parliament's formal notification to the Electoral Commission on Monday, December 8, 2025, that the seat had become vacant in line with the High Court's ruling ordering a rerun of the constituency's election. There's more in this report.
Parliament's declaration for the Pandai rerun election has really taken shape in Parliament and breeded some sort of tension in the House. The minority chief whip calling on the Speaker of Parliament to order the clerk to retract the letter sent to the Electoral Commission.
Speaker, Ghanaians are asking, and we in this House must also ask, is this because Honorable Matthew Nyendam is a member of the New Patriotic Party? We in the minority do not agree to the writing of this letter. We make a strong position that that letter must be withdrawn forthwith. And as a cradle of democracy, we must be seen to be setting a very good example for the populace of this country to follow suit. Speaker, I submit to you that that letter must be recalled. That letter declaring the Pandai seat vacant must be recalled immediately.
Tensions is brought up in the House, and Speaker of Parliament is calling for peace to prevail.
Please let there be peace. We have the orders, and I'm bound to follow the orders. Please, I cannot do anything than to follow the orders unless you change the standing orders. As at now, what I have before me are the standing orders as presently constituted, and that is what I'm going by.
And now we engaged both the majority and minority caucuses to also gauge their sentiment as to what is happening upon a series of attempts for the leader of government business to speak on the floor of Parliament. After leaders meeting in conclave, disruptions took place in Parliament.
I've always told us to go to, if you have an issue, go to court. Once you have a superior judgment or ruling over what the High Court says, then you can come back and defend this matter. But as it stands, there's only one ruling which says that we can go for elections. And that is what we are doing.
They don't believe in that, do you?
Yeah, so I don't know why they would decide to read one aspect of the law and leave the other. I have stated here, and we have stated on the floor of the Parliament, that there is a ruling. No one is doubting that. As to the soundness of that ruling, as to the propriety of that ruling, as to the foundation, whether or not those rulings were based on the laws of Ghana, it's a different matter. Right. And it is that challenge we have sent to the courts of appeal. And the same laws have allowed us to file a stay of execution. That even though you have so declared that the seat is vacant, but stay the order. It's a legal issue. So why will you then choose the ruling and leave the processes that have been filed, which are in the course of the law? So that's the issue. You cannot choose one part of the law to say there's a ruling and leave the other part of the law, which is talking to the fact that there's a stay of execution file, there's an appeal pending before there, and the matter has not been conclusively decided. So it is not for the Speaker nor anybody to declare a seat vacant when the matter is before a court.
Away from Parliament to Teshie, local food vendors in Lejakuku municipality of the Greater Accra region have lamented over what they describe as high costs incurred in purchasing water to cook their foods due to the ongoing water crisis in Teshie and Nungua, a situation which has caused some food vendors to temporarily halt operations. The vendors have called for immediate government intervention. My colleague Echo Sechi Saki has more in this report.
The long-standing water crisis in Teshie and Nungua keep worsening by the day as residents trek distances in search of potable water for both domestic consumption and commercial purposes, a situation affecting their productive hours. The acute water shortage in the area is due to the shutdown of the Teshie Nungua desalination plant by the Ghana Water Limited. Residents are now compelled to buy water from water tankers at exorbitant fees, with food vendors feeling the brunt more, a situation eroding the income they make as local food vendors.
The acute water shortage that is being experienced in Nungua and Teshie is not only affecting residents because they have to go through a lot of difficulty in getting potable water to drink and also water for domestic chores. The situation is negatively affecting food vendors as they struggle to secure water to cook their food. Some of these food vendors tell me that they have to spend as much as 90 Ghana cedis in securing water to cook their foods.
Our husbands are now home because they are currently not working. In our quest to work to support the home, the high cost of water is really draining us. We are pleading with government to do something about the issue. I spend 90 Ghana cedis in a day to cook. We have not had water for 2 weeks, so we have not been preparing kinky. We have to buy a gallon of water at either 5 or 7 Ghana cedis. This has affected the sizes of the kinky we sell. The situation has really affected us.
I sell buffalo. The work starts in the morning, but due to the water situation, I have to search for water for hours. On days I don't get water, I don't prepare the buffalo.
The Teshie Nungua water crisis is really biting hard. Water is being transported to this small reservoir where people come here to fetch water. A regular day where water is flowing, I'm being told that this bucket of water goes for 30 pesos. And as the crisis keep deepening, same bucket is going for 50 pesos. At the moment, this reservoir is empty.
Here, we sell a bucket for 1 Ghana cedi, but for the 4 gallon, we sell it at 1 Ghana cedi 50 pesos. At the moment, we don't have water to sell. We plead to the government for their intervention.
These are the difficulties that some of the food vendors are going through, and they are calling for immediate government intervention to address the situation in order for them to get water flowing through their taps.
And away from that, the Criminal Investigations Department of the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Bank of Ghana, on Tuesday, December 9, 2025, arrested 41 persons during a major operation targeting illegal foreign exchange trading, popularly known as black market forex, in parts of Accra. Addressing journalists at the CID headquarters, Director General of the CID, Lydia Yako Donko, said large sums of money was recovered during the exercise.
This operation has been part of a nationwide effort to clean up the foreign exchange market, promote economic stability, and ensure that all forex activities comply with Ghana's laws and regulations. The details of the brief are as follows. In the early hours of today, Tuesday, December 9, 2025, a team from the Criminal Investigation Department's Operation Unit and officials from the Bank of Ghana, acting on intelligence, conducted an operation at major hotspots in targeted areas of Accra, including Tudu, Circle, Airport, and Osu. These locations were identified as consistent sites of illegal forex trading. In total, 29 suspects, including Togolese, Beninois, Nigerians, and Ghanaians, were arrested. The following amounts of money were recovered. Cash in Ghana cedis, 1,266,770 Ghana cedis. Cash in CFA, 100,000 CFA. Cash in Naira, 3,383,570 Naira, of which 1,266,770 Naira is on a money point machine, eCash. Cash in dollars retrieved, $5,105. About an hour after the earlier operation, the team revisited the said locations and arrested 12 more suspects, bringing the total arrests for today to 41. In all, a total of 90 suspects have so far been arrested since this operation commenced in August 2025. Out of this number, 13 have been charged and brought before the Accra Circuit Court, while all cash exhibits, as I earlier mentioned, have been secured and forwarded to the Bank of Ghana for safekeeping as investigations continue.
Well, that's it for the news update on Good Afternoon Ghana. My name is Harriet Adi. Desmond.
Right, Harry, thank you very much for bringing us the news update. And let me just let you in that you go take a rest, and when I'm about to wrap up on the show, come back and join me on here. So Harry, thank you very much for bringing us the news update. We're going to take a break now. When we come back, we're delving into the conversations we have for the afternoon. I mentioned to you that we're talking about what happened in Parliament yesterday and what the minority and the majority is saying about the Mandai rerun. We'll get to talk about that, and also we'll talk about the security situation in Boko. We know the Asantehene has mediated the conversation about bringing peace to that particular area, and he said to present his report to the presidency. We'll talk to the MP for Binduri about that and several other things of importance in terms of security. So stay with us. We're taking a break, and this is Good Afternoon Ghana.
Oh, Jose, and I made the Asamesio. Can any pan, Nasana, Mishiana, what me? A drain I didn't quano, Kingdom Garlic Bitters. No, more benefiting. Me benefiting wine. Also, what told dear? Abrewa, the smile, our Brente, Mishuve. One antique a crown our bread. No Kingdom Garlic Bitters, and any capsules, Nanya, what dear Brebia.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters, and the capsules. Assembly, a devil when I'm away. I just say, send your name, my wife, company one personal. Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules, and tea. Say, see, I'm password.
Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. Many genius some dear befi, Abrebia. Obebia o de poor how no. Edroba Kupa we hear tremendous capsules. Tremendous capsules. Yes, you ma we obesima. Edro you when you be a ton robia. Kingdom Herbal, no challenger.
So I'm guessing this isn't your house?
No. Will I move out when everything I need is in this house?
Interesting. Fix your exit, Romeo. You are too sloppy. Daddy's mechanic is coming for the car, unless that's the problem too.
I am tired of having to beg my wife to come back home. I'm tired.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa, dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Copy from Georgia be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God up boom. If you put it away, so would the coming of the son of man be.
Hey.
Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, Mommy, simple direction. Mr. Goodluck no check me well.
Yeah,
man.
Easy cry. Or dial star 712 hash.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
I'm his baby.
Oh, how romantic!
And he followed the prompts, yes. And then boom, confirmation test.
One quick, pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like 7.
Dial star
star 712#. Choose your ticket, enter your lucky number, follow the prompts, and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, do you have family permission? Before December, may release a motivational album. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
The biggest cultural explosion of the year is here. The Afro-Brazil Ghana Festival 2025. December 12th and 13th at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park and Mausoleum. It's coming alive with 2 unforgettable days of culture, food, fashion, and music. Enjoy electrifying performances from Fancy Gadam, Adam, Go Get 'Em Episode, Wiyala, Amanziba, Big Twins African Music, and Dance Ensemble. Simon from Burkina Faso. And representing Brazil, a lead crew. This historic festival is organized by Big Twins African Music and Dance Ensemble in collaboration with the Embassy of the Federated Republic of Brazil in Accra, supported by Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Ghana Tourism Authority.
It's happening this December. It's the biggest, the largest, the Bushels Jollof Party Festival. It is the Metro Jollof Festival happening on Saturday, 20th December 2025 at the forecourt of Metro TV. It is an all-day event with opportunity for exhibitors to sell this.
This is Christmas and we are providing with Christmas jollof. Come chop, it is free. Where's your issue? Come chop, keke.
Ignite Media Premises, Jollof Festival. And one Coronia, Brother Betubo on the 20th. What I say on the 20th December, Unia, Casebo and one is a Jollof Festival.
I'm inviting all of you on the 20th of December. Come and enjoy proper Ghanaian cooked, prepared jollof right here on the premises of Metro TV.
25th. So I say, Brabedi jollof free.
Yeah, you know we all love jollof rice. Come and let's show the Nigerians that we are the best in the cooking of jollof rice. One change any nyamba jollof papa. Jollof ni ngong, jollof ni jema. Don't call your boda chovana call ye ni apa.
20th of December 2025. Make sure to come have some good Ghana jollof.
The truth sad ya Afro Bibia Ghana had the whole Ghana for any trim Metro TV studio. However, jollof no set here be albania be a diama wow better lie into the tone safro. The Bibia will be a for any trim here and come baby on your party.
Fair outfit. So over say ube hunu wa hanuma and the 20th day I bra Ignite Media because you chicha jollof free say you wele jollof meat jollof chicken jollof messy to wane whenever Ignite Media never did jollof free so over free jollof Ignite Media
We are inviting you to our Jollof Festival right here at the premises of Metro TV. Come with your empty plates and leave filled.
Join me and the Ingots team at Metro Jollof Festival on the 20th of December. Free.
Right, so welcome back from the break. You're still watching Good Afternoon Ghana here on Metro TV. I am Desmond Okreku Danso, and we're live on Facebook, so you can join us live on there and also on DSTV channel 277. We'll begin the conversations this afternoon from the Labour Front, and we're going to be speaking to a rep of the unemployed medical lab scientists or doctors of medical lab scientists, and these are graduates, also known as laboratory doctors, who are expressing their situation that they have been plunged in following prolonged unemployment for over 5 years since completing their academic and professional training. Now, in a statement to the Minister for Health and the Minister for Finance, they noted how about 1,000 highly trained laboratory doctors with 6 years of academic and professional education in laboratory medicine encompassing advanced clinical chemistry, clinical microbiology, clinical hematology, forensic science, immunology, molecular diagnostics, and other advanced analytical techniques for detecting toxic heavy metals such as mercury, lead, and cadmium, among others, have been left unemployed despite their indispensable role in modern health care. And they are calling on stakeholders to take the necessary steps to address this long-standing issue. Let's now engage the public relations officer for the concerned doctors of medical laboratory science, and that is in the person of Dr. Nana Asante-Okyere, who is joining us via phone to speak on this particular matter. Dr. Asante-Okyere, if you can hear me, good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for having me.
Great. So you're saying that you've been home for 6 years?
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Share with us about your predicament.
Very well. Thank you very much for this opportunity. So the doctors of medical laboratory science is a WAHO trained professionals. Actually, some years back, the West African Health Organization under the ECOWAS saw the need to harmonize the curriculum for training of laboratory scientists. And so they saw that the training should encompass all other specialties. And so they extended it to 6 years, for which the ministers of health of these countries under the sub-region all appended their signatory to this. So Ghana was the first to begin this program, and now other countries like Nigeria and the rest have also commenced. The training actually is a 6-year intensive training, after which you will do a 1-year housemanship. So in all, you will have 7 years to be prepared to take your licensure exams. Then you will be given the license to practice. Now, since 2020, after the completion of the first generic cohort, I must say that the professionals have not been engaged. The ministry has refused, by whatever, to provide financial clearance for the doctors of medical laboratory science.
So if you're saying
this is why we have come out to let the people and the duty bearers understand our plight, and that we are ready to serve. We are ready to submit ourselves to the ministry so that they can tap into our expertise.
Right.
So that yes, thank you.
So if you're saying this is from the first cohort, it means that right until now, no doctor of medical laboratory science has been employed.
Rightly so. Rightly so. Rightly so.
Do we have a figure to this, the total number, right from 2020 to now?
Yes, so we are 1,000 plus, 1,002, 1,003.
Okay, so we should take that as 1,200 of you who have not been employed or who are unemployed since the 2020 cohorts of 2021, 22, 23, 24.
24, 25.
Right. What kind of engagements have taken place in the past with the appropriate authorities about finding jobs for you?
Yes, so somewhere in May, when our union and the leadership saw that the ministry was engaging other professionals, I mean, they quickly draw the attention to it, and they went to, of course, they went to the chief of staff to, request for a meeting. And then they put their request before them, and a letter was issued to the Ministry of Health to that effect, that they should furnish the office by 23rd May so that they consider the clearance of our cadres. However, engagement has gone on. We have not seen any clear plan for us. I must say that Monday we received a message, that was last week Friday, that the ministry was inviting us for a talk on this issue. Well, there was some sort of engagement. We were asking them to commit themselves to a timeline, but they could not do that. So we are still pushing. We are hoping, we are still pushing that this is a matter of urgency, because the body of knowledge, the training that we have received is important that the ministry tap into our training so that we can bring all these things to bear. Right.
Dr. Sanchoche, just share with us how yourself and your colleagues are coping, that you do not have any job, though you are not employed. How are you coping with life?
Very well, thank you. So I must say that it is tough. When you subject yourself to 6 years of training plus 1 year of housemanship, you will see that you have, you've put in a lot of resources and time into this. Now, by the nature of our profession, you actually need to read. You need to always be prepared. So some of our guys are engaged in some facilities on local basis, which of course the human resource practice says that equal work, equal pay, but it's nothing to write home about. Some are also doing it on free basis just to keep their skill. I must say that it's very difficult. Some, who have the financial muscles have left the country, but many of us are in the country, and it is really tough. I mean, your colleagues will call you dog, but it's quite difficult, I must say. Very, very difficult.
I also want to find out, when we talk about medical laboratory science doctors, just explain to us why your work is crucial in our health space.
Well, thank you so much. So let me just use some examples that I myself experienced during the days that I was, in my days of housemanship. So, there are two critical aspects of our work. We have the skill set, and then we have the body of knowledge. Let's say, for example, leukemia. As scientists, we are the forebearers of all clinical decisions. Our work, we are to test, we diagnose, and then we also monitor and assist in the management of diseases. I remember during my housemanship, there was this lady who had come to us. She had, she had a problem with the kidney. She had a pyelonephritis, and so she had come to us to request for a printout of a result to send to a specialist. Apparently, when I investigated, it seems that the result that we gave showed that all the tests, all the drugs that we had done, the sensitivity drugs, the bacteria was resistant to it. We had isolated the organism. That is the E. coli. We have provided the drugs that will kill the organisms. 6 of them, from what I saw. And it looks like the physician had problems in giving her the drugs. So we provide the drugs, we do sensitivity tests, we culture the organism, we isolate the organism, we do sensitivity tests, we provide the drugs. And then we recommend which one the physician would just would request, and then the patient would take from the pharmacy. Now, when I saw the request, I realized that, well, on the plate we were supposed to do 8, but we've done 6. So I quickly went upstairs, and then we realized that the one who was doing the validation left 3 of the drugs. Apparently, she had worked the whole day and she was very tired. And so I had to update, and quickly she had to go back and then take this medication. It tells you that without us, healthcare becomes a guesswork. We are at the forefront of modern evidence medicine. Secondly, recently we saw the Vice President in ICASA 2023 International Conference on AIDS and STI in Africa, ICASA 2025, on the urgent need to build a more inclusive, resilient, and sustainable health system for Ghana and the African continent. Now, the fight for HIV, which has to do with the preventive measures and also the ability to ensure that people who have AIDS take their drugs. I must state that to be able to determine that these antivirals are working, you need to do viral load. It is us who provide these tests to ensure that all these things are in place and that people, the viral load is low, and then it becomes an informed decision for public health emergencies and also public health intervention.
So Dr. Nana Asante-Okyere, what's the next step, really, just quickly before we wrap it up?
So the next step is that we are calling on the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Health, of course, the President of the Republic, the Cabinet, to look at our state. They really need us. You see, in Ghana, we are still doing most of the old, type of diagnosis. There are a lot of emerging biomarkers. We need to expand our scope of testing. Last time I was giving an example with type 1, type 2 diabetes. There is another one called latent autoimmune. You have to do some tests like C-peptide and GAD65. Now, other hospitals are looking at these. And so our inclusion helps expand the scope of testing, and helps also. So we are calling on the government.
I wanted to know if you were going to hit the streets. I wanted to know if you're going to hit the streets to register your displeasure if nothing is done as soon as possible. That's just what I wanted to find out.
Well, we don't want to get there yet. We will still engage, but it is part of the things we are considering on the table. Then as doctors, that should be the last thing we will look at. We will still engage. We will still engage. We hope that we don't get there.
Thank you.
However, it is also in consideration.
Great. Thank you very much for your time here on Good Afternoon Ghana. So you heard from Dr. Nana Asante-Okyere, PRO for the Concerned Unemployed Doctors of Medical Laboratory, who are asking the government to employ them because they have been home for, that is close to 5 years, yes, since 2020 when the first cohort came in. All the others, over 1,200 of them, have not been employed. Sharing with us their predicament. They will definitely follow up on that particular story. For now, we're coming in studio to talk about something exciting that is coming up very, very soon, and that is the Afro-Brazil Ghana Festival. Afro-Brazil Ghana Festival. I've got two gentlemen joining me in studio. They're going to introduce themselves, and then we get on with the interview. Gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the program. Big Twins.
Yes.
Yes, share with us. I know you're a twin, but you share with us your name and then what your role is in this.
My name is Mohamed Fousseni. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Big Twins Africa.
Right.
And organizer of Afro-Brazil Ghana Festival.
Okay, great. Yeah. And yourself?
I'm Joseph Agri,
a
fashion designer.
Okay.
A stylist as well, a celebrity stylist. I'm the one in charge of the fashion show.
Right, fantastic. So talk to us about this idea of bringing Ghana, Brazil together.
Yeah, first of all, let me say good afternoon to your viewers. And then I say thank you for listening to us and watching us this afternoon. And we're talking about Afro-Brazil. Afro-Brazil Ghana is cultural exchange that we're doing between Ghana and Brazil. Which the initiative started when we visit Brazil several times, and we see there's a lot that connection between Ghana and Brazil, which we have something in common. That's where the idea came from.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and in doing so, what has the preparation been like over the time you intended to embark on this festival?
See, the operation started, I think 2023, we have the carnival, we have a Ghana house in Bahia, Salvador. Then with the ambassador, past ambassador, ex-ambassador, they would call Ambassador Buzia, which was successful. And we see the Brazilians, they need us, because when you are in Brazil today, and you made them, you see the African Brazilians, that the diaspora, you feel like they want to see where they want to put their head. So how can we get them? Show them this is where you are coming from.
Okay.
And we have to go connect with them. Connecting with them is to create this awareness, tell them that, hey, we need you guys, we are together. Because when you are in Brazil, I think the Western side make them know that, no, they are just belong to themselves there. But they feel like they are Africans. They have Africans in their blood. When you see the Brazilians, the diaspora in Brazil, you see Ghanaians. You see, today, if you step your leg in Brazil.
Yeah. I mean, talking about Brazil, my producer was in Brazil not too long ago, Derek Adote, and he's had some very good friends from Brazil.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. You see, there's a places, Brazil is a big continent.
A big country, yeah?
Yeah, big country. When you step there, you think that you are in Sao Paulo, or when you go to another place, you see that, no, where I am is just a small corner.
Right. So you basically want to connect the Ghanaian diasporans in Brazil to come back home, and also the Brazilians who are looking at getting back to their roots.
Yeah.
And so that's why you put this together.
Yes. Apart from getting them back, there's a lot in Brazil that Ghana can benefit, and Brazil will benefit from Ghana.
What are we looking at in terms of the in terms of what to anticipate for the festival? Is it about food? Is it about our culture? What exactly are we looking at?
Yeah, the food, when you come, Friday is on the 12th, right? So while you're there on the 12th, we have a food vendors, we have a clothing. It's a cultural exchange. We have Brazilian food, we have Brazilian clothing.
Right.
You experience Ghana in Brazil.
Okay.
Yes. It's just a local food, Brazilian local food. You know, Brazil, they have a food, like our food.
Really?
Yes. The kose, all we are using here with our porridge, Brazilians have kose.
Oh, they have that also?
They have that one. But they have a name they call it.
They call it differently.
They call it akraja. When you come, you get it there. You get our local pito and palm wine and everything, tuonzafi, porridge, everything on Friday. And Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. That's a Friday. That's the first edition. The second edition, the same thing is going to start there. In the evening, 12, all the artists, the models, and everything start on the stage. The music will start on the Saturday.
Okay.
Evening we have function.
So it's the 12th to the 13th. So on Friday and also on Saturday at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park.
Yeah.
So it's on the 13th. That's on the Saturday where there's going to be the music and the fashion show and all that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's how Mr. Agri comes into the picture.
Yes.
Speak to us about what you're looking for, to what you know about Brazil, and try to incorporate both cultures at the event.
Okay. So when we talk about Brazil and Ghana, we have certain things in common.
Okay.
For instance, when it comes to football, Ghana has a lot of players playing in Europe and other places as well. Brazilians also have the same thing as well. And in terms of an outfit too, we have certain outfits in common. So this time around, it's not a regular fashion show that they normally do. This time around, we are exchanging culture. So Brazilians are showcasing their outfits, their style, and we, the Ghanaians too, we are showcasing what we are known for. So we be displaying the lines of kente, if you are from the north, the fugu style, and any other style as well. And after, the Smalley Wear will be displaying different styles of a collection and designs that can be that can be sold across all over the world too as well. Yeah.
Okay. So for you, come Saturday, what are you giving to us? What are you showing us?
So I'm showcasing a global outfit.
Okay.
An outfit that can be worn globally in terms of different weather. When during summer I have something for you, winter I have something for you, and autumn to have something for you. Yeah.
Great, fantastic. Puseni, we understand there's a huge lineup of artists who are coming for this event. Share with us who they are.
Oh, we have Amaziba, and we have our own Queen Wiala.
Wiala, okay.
Yeah, we have Wiala, and we have Edem, which normally called Aibe Edem.
Okay.
And we have Fancy Gadam, the king
Fancy Gadam is also coming in.
King of the North.
Right.
And we have Episo.
Okay.
Yeah, we have Bino.
Okay.
We have myself with my twin brother, Big Twins Africa, that will perform it. We have Black Rasta.
Okay.
The Kochoko man.
Wow, so just a long list of
yeah,
artists
long list. And we have
in.
artists from Brazil, which is Aline.
Okay.
And we have surprise artists that
that
coming to the biggest one.
And many more. Is it the lady who performed at the launch?
Yeah.
The launch, I was there at the launch, remember?
Oh, yeah. Aline?
Yeah, she's the Aline lady.
No, the Aline, she's a white lady coming from
okay.
Brazil. Yeah, the one performed at the launch is the Samba Ghana.
Okay.
Samba Ghana, they are also performing. Samba Ghana performing.
Right.
And we have surprise artists, guest artists that come. The bigger, which Ghana everybody want to see.
There's a big one.
There's a big one.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, so they're keeping the surprise for this weekend.
Yes.
So just get yourselves ready to attend the Afro Brazil Ghana Festival.
Yeah.
Talk to us about how do we get to be a part of it. People are watching and would want to come for the program. How do they join?
If you want to come, there's a ticket. It's a code. You're gonna go on the code *800 *3030#. So you get to that, you get your ticket. If you can't get it, you can get to the gate.
You come to the venue.
If you come to the venue, you get your ticket. And you want everybody should come Friday and Saturday. Come with your family. The party is there.
Okay.
When you are there, everything, Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park is a place to be.
Yeah.
To go and have fun, take lose all the stress this weekend in Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park.
Okay.
And just a quick one. As part of the package, the Friday is free. Friday is free. You can come there and have a fill of the Brazilian food for free. Friday.
So Friday is free.
Friday is free.
We are not taking a gate fee. You can just come there and have a fill of banku, fufu, everything that you want. The Brazilian food as well.
The Brazilian
can come
food.
there
Okay.
and also have a fill of it. And the Saturday too is open, free till like 6 o'clock when the main show starts.
Okay.
That's when the ticketing starts.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, guys, you heard that the Afro Brazil Ghana Festival is happening. That is Friday and also Saturday. Friday is free. Saturday, you get your tickets. You could get that at the gate and be part of this very, very important program. I'm going to let you meet Derek Ancolio Moro, who went to Brazil, and then you can speak to them.
Yeah.
And then, Derek can give you some samba moves. There. But we're wrapping up. Say the final thing you want to say to our people.
The final thing I want to say is we need everybody should come out and support this. And this is something that we are creating to bring. Is creating, bringing tourism and everything that we are putting up to get to push this event to stand up. And everybody should come out and have party with this event at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. And we need you there. We are expecting you to come.
We will be there. And of course, Metro TV supporting heavily together with the original TV.
We have our mother there, the Minister of Tourism.
Oh,
she's going to be there. The ambassador is going to be there.
Okay.
You see, the funny thing, after we finish here, we are taking Ghana to Brazil.
We're taking Ghana to Brazil.
That's right,
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, as we are bringing the Brazilians here,
you
we
take
are taking
Ghana also there.
to Brazil because the same event is going to happen in Brazil next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Anything you want to
So
add?
for me, I've had a lot of sleepless nights. So guess what? I'm cooking a lot of outfits, and I can't just wait to show to you people that day.
Right. Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in this afternoon. Wish you the very best at the Afro Brazil Ghana Festival from the 12th to the 13th of December at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Make sure that we are part of this all-important program. So we're done with this conversation. We're moving on to the conversation about the Mandai rerun and what is happening with that. Yesterday in Parliament, you saw what happened in Parliament regarding that. But the opposition, or the main opposition in the country, New Patriotic Party, held a press conference yesterday addressing some of these issues regarding the Mandai rerun. Let's take a look at that. When we come back, we delve into the conversations as we'll be speaking to Richard Anyagba.
According to the New Patriotic Party, the ruling by the Tamale High Court failed key legal tests required to nullify an election. They argue that although the petitioner contested results from a number of polling stations, the irregularities identified could not mathematically overturn their candidate Matthew Nyindam's 3,734 vote margin. The party also accuses the court of ignoring Regulation 48(2) of CI 127, which states that the absence of a candidate or their agent does not invalidate actions taken by the returning officer. They maintain that the court focus on the petitioner's absence from the relocated collation center disregarded this explicit provision.
Ladies and gentlemen, from today, we say enough. From today, we sound the alarm to wake every Ghanaian who cherishes democracy. From today, we declare our fearless resistance to this dangerous precedent. And let me boldly state that the judgment delivered was an unmitigated legal disaster.
The party has also announced a series of legal steps, including a stay of execution, a notice of appeal, and an application for certiorari at the Supreme Court, all aimed at overturning what they describe as a constitutional travesty.
Every step of this legal journey with you, we will fight in every court at every hour, with every resource at our command, to defend the mandate of the mandate you freely gave. Your victory was legitimate. Your choice was just. And we will not rest until the choice is vindicated and your rightful member of parliament restored.
The NPP has pledged its unwavering support for the embattled Member of Parliament of Pandai constituency, Matthew Nyindam, to seek judicial redress over the annulled election.
Parliament's declaration for the Pandai rerun election has really taken shape in Parliament and breeded some sort of tension in the House. The Minority Chief Whip calling on the Speaker of Parliament to order the clerk to retract the letter sent to the Electoral Commission.
Speaker, Ghanaians are asking, and we in this House must also ask, is this because Honorable Matthew Nyindam is a member of the New Patriotic Party? We in the minority do not agree to the writing of this letter. We make a strong position that that letter must be withdrawn forthwith. And as a cradle of democracy, we must be seen to be setting a very good example for the populace of this country to follow suit. Speaker, I submit to you that that letter must be recalled. That letter declaring the Pandai seat vacant must be recalled immediately.
Tensions is brought up in the House and Speaker of Parliament is calling for peace to prevail.
Please let there be peace. We have the orders and I'm bound to follow the orders. Please, I cannot do anything than to follow the orders unless you change the standing orders. As at now, what I have before me are the standing orders as presently constituted, and that is what I'm going by.
And now we engaged both the majority and minority caucuses to also gauge their sentiment as to what is happening upon a series of attempts for the leader of government business to speak on the floor of Parliament. After leaders meeting in conclave, disruptions took place in Parliament.
I've always told us to go to, if you have an issue, go to court. Once you have a superior judgment or ruling over what the High Court says, then you can come back and defend this matter. But as it stands, there's only one ruling which says that we can go for elections. And that is what we are doing.
They don't believe in that, do you?
Yeah, so I don't know why they would decide to read one aspect of the law and leave the other. I have stated here, and we have stated on the floor of the Parliament, that there is a ruling. No one is doubting that. As to the soundness of that ruling, as to the propriety of that ruling, as to the foundation, whether or not those rulings were based on the laws of Ghana, it's a different matter. Right. And it is that challenge we have sent to the courts of appeal. And the same laws have allowed us to file a stay of execution. That even though you have so declared that the seat is vacant, but stay the order. It's a legal issue. So why will you then choose the ruling and leave the processes that have been filed, which are in the course of the law? So that's the issue. You cannot choose one part of the law to say there's a ruling and leave the other part of the law, which is talking to the fact that there's a stay of execution file, there's an appeal pending before there, and the matter has not been conclusively decided. So it is not for the Speaker nor anybody to declare a seat vacant when the matter is before a court.
And so that was what happened in Parliament yesterday regarding the Pandai vacant seat saga. We know that the Parliamentary Service notified the EC that the seat is vacant and the minorities in the House are not happy about that. And that's how yesterday everything began, where they said they weren't going to allow the business of the day to go on. And then they came from their seats and they were met by the NDC MPs, the majority, and that began some sort of heckling, right? And so let's now get into the conversation. Proper. Joining me in studio is Member of Parliament for Sisala East, Mohammed Issa Bataglia. He's here with me, and also on Zoom is Director of Communication for the New Patriotic Party, Richard Ahiagba. And also we have in studio a conversation that will be looking at the situation in Boko and the mediation process that has taken place, led by the Asante Hene Otumfuo Setutu. And so Member of Parliament for Binduri, who is also a member of the Defense and Interior Committee in Parliament, Isifu Mahmood, has also joined us on the table. Good afternoon, welcome to the program. And it's a pleasure to have both of you joining us. But first off, I'd want to begin from what happened yesterday. Then I'll quickly switch to Honorable Mahmood to talk about what is happening in Boko. Honorable, yesterday you were in the chamber.
Yes, I was.
What exactly happened? I'll let you hold on and share with us what happened in the House. But the situation in Boko has become one that we're all hoping that it will come to an end. And Honorable Isifu Mahmood, he has mentioned, his MP for Binduri. The area itself over the period this year has had some issues in terms of security. But taking a look at the processes with the mediation led by the Asante Hene, how would you say that we have fared with that, Honorable Mahmood?
Thank you very much. And let me say good afternoon to your listeners, and more especially the overlord of the Kusagu traditional area, wherever he is. I say a very big afternoon to him and all his chiefs in that area as well. Yes, when we talk about the Otumfuo mediation process, this matter was referred to His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Setutu by the then administration led by Nana Akufo-Addo. We took over. The insecurity in that part of the region heightened, and so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama decided to continue or allow His Excellency His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Setutu to continue the process.
Right.
And I think we are told that he has so far been able to carry out that mediation process successfully to an end, and will be submitting his report to government on the 16th of this month. And so that is all what I can say as far as that mediation process is concerned. I wouldn't want to go into any nitty-gritty.
Right.
I wouldn't want to assume what is expected or otherwise. I would like to say, to leave it as it is. Suffice to say that yes, we think it has been successful in the sense that none of the parties has come out to sort of critique or say something negative or something that transpired that
during the process that they didn't like.
He failed.
I'm really sorry to cut in. We've got to go to Parliament now. There's a press out by the minority, and Honorable Patricia Appiagyei is addressing the press. Let's take that quickly. We'll be back.
A member's mandate until the legal process is conclusively settled We have never treated a contested first instance order as an immediate death warrant for parliamentary tenure. Let me cite specific examples. In the case of Samuel Nyimikan of Welensee, after the High Court voided his election, he filed an appeal. What did this House do? It continued to recognize him as a sitting MP throughout the entire appeal process. The seat was only declared vacant after the Court of Appeal delivered its final judgment. In the case of Eric Amwating of Nkranza South, detained abroad on serious charges, this House resisted calls to declare his seat vacant while his legal status was unresolved. Vacancy occurred only upon his own properly executed resignation. In the case of Danawodapi of Keta, convicted and sentenced to 10 years imprisonment, this House did not treat the conviction as an automatic trigger. When circumstances allowed, when he was granted a presidential pardon, he returned to this chamber on 10th of June 2008 and was permitted to sit and perform duties as MP.
Right, so that was
The
live from
honourable
Parliament.
member continued to
so Honourable
serve
Patricia
in
PJ addressing the press there. Let's get back to it and listen to what she's got to say.
It was upon his final criminal conviction and subsequent imprisonment in July 2012 that he became legally incapacitated from performing his duty as a member of Parliament. Even as he pursued an appeal, he was granted a presidential pardon in December 2012. In any case, a by-election could not have been constitutionally justified since his incarceration occurred less than 6 months before the 2012 general election. Let me address the case of James Jechi Kwesi, which is often mentioned. A clear look at what actually happened.
Right, so that's a live feed from Parliament. My colleague Dominic Ansaprao is our parliamentary correspondent is there and will be bringing us more details subsequently. And we're coming back in studio to continue the conversation as we have Honorable Mahmood here, and we're talking about the situation in Boko and the mediation process that has gone on and waiting for the submission of that particular report to the president, and it's a very key one that we will be looking at. But we also have, that is a Member of Parliament for Sisala East here, Honorable Mohammed Isa Batalia here, and these are your colleagues from Parliament, from the minority. And yesterday with what happened, I was asking you where you were and what did you play any role in there with what happened? But listening to them and their stance and given precedents that had happened, are they not making some good justification? Honorable, is your microphone on? Yes. Yeah, it's on. Right.
Yeah. To the very good people of Sisala East for giving me this opportunity.
Right.
Yesterday was a spectacle that actually painted Parliament in a light that many didn't like. To the extent that commentators of what happened yesterday describe our conduct as rowdiness rather than following the rule of law as lawmakers. What is the issue? The issue is about a high court declaring the rerun of the Kwandai seat. And per the law that govern us, if you go to Article 99, Clause 1 and 2, prescribe clearly as what happens when the Supreme Court, when the High Court determines who is validly elected or otherwise, and the steps to take as per Clause 2 if you are not satisfied with the judgment. So one would have thought the judgment that came on the 24th of November, the steps should have been taken like they indicated. That yes, going to a appeals court, then also filing a stay of execution. I remember somewhere last week or last 2 weeks, our leader, the chief whip, tried stopping Honorable Nyendam from contributing to the debate ongoing in Parliament. And the Speaker ruled upon hectic debate that that action could be termed as what premature, because there's a grace period of what, 7 days.
Okay.
All of that, the Speaker and the clerk should have been expecting an order from either the same court or the highest court to give directions. But one that is not given.
Okay.
The Constitution, as per Article 112, Clause 5, mandates the clerk to inform the EC within 7 days. And that is what the EC has done. The clerk has done.
The clerk has done.
And I think a minority were not in sync with the actions of the clerk by saying that he should have waited. And I thought, if you listen to the press conference going on now, it's like we are juxtaposing morality or conversion as against the law. What does the law say? Is it that when an issue is in court, nothing can happen in Parliament, or Parliament shouldn't take its course? Is that the question?
Well, for the minority, they're talking about the stay of execution.
Yes.
That's what they're basing their argument on. But we have Richard Ahiagbah on Zoom now. Let's engage him also. Mr. Ahiagbah, welcome to the program. Hello, sir. Okay, so try and get him back on Zoom. So you can go on and then, or you want to add something?
Bite on that.
Yes, with the issue of the stay of execution, is it automatic that when you file it, it takes effect? Is that what it is? Or there should be a ruling on that too?
Okay, so for you are saying for you to that is uphold that.
Yes.
There needs to be a ruling from the High Court.
Yes.
Again on that.
Yeah.
Okay, Nob Mahmood.
Yes, I think watching the DBT minority leader, the Honorable Patricia J, I think she has been misled. She has done a great disservice to herself.
Right.
In the sense that all the precedents she cited of what happened in Parliament and in court, right from the Martin case and all those beautiful cases he has cited to buttress her press conference that she is making. She is relying on CI 19. That is the Court of Appeal rules.
Okay.
Which was passed way back in 1997. You get it? But as we speak, the aspect of that rules, that is Rule 27, has been amended by CI 132. You get it?
Okay.
And the position of the law now is that the mere filing of a notice of appeal or appeal itself does not automatically stay the execution of judgment as it used to be in the past.
So that has changed.
That has changed. And that change took place in 2020. And so to cite cases that was decided based on Rule 27 of CI 19 as against the position of the law, that law has been repealed. And so she cannot rely on those cases where it used to be the position that once you file a notice of appeal, then automatically every execution processes that is to be leveraged against you should be suspended until the outcome of the Court of Appeal decision. And so she cannot use those instances to justify or to think that the same principles or rules should apply as we speak.
Because I'm looking at the CI 132 here,
Yes.
and the amendments, as you mentioned, was done a few years ago, revoking rules 27 and 28 of the CI 19. And let me read the 27 one says that an appeal shall not operate as a stay of execution under the judgment or decision appealed against unless the court otherwise orders on an application made to the court by motion or notice. And I'm going to continue that, but I believe we have Richard Anyabag back on Zoom to speak to us. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us on Good Afternoon, Ghana.
Good afternoon.
Great. Yesterday there was a presser by the NPP registering their displeasure on what is happening in Parliament, and right after that, you saw what happened in the evening in the House. Your thoughts about that as you saw all of that happen?
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to your viewers. Good afternoon to my brothers in the studio, conveniently arguing that a notice of appeal of a court ruling does not operate as a stay of execution because it suits them now. They will make that argument. But the truth of the matter is, just to address what rule he's reading and saying that the deputy minority leader cannot be citing examples from back in the day. Let me ask him if that example is not acceptable. Is J.T. Kweson's example acceptable to him, which happened after the so-called amendment that he's talking about, where J.T. Kweson continued to be in Parliament and to continue to serve the good people of Assin North up until Supreme Court actually calls for his name to be expunged from Parliament's record in sometime in 2023, before his seat became vacant. So the situation we have on our hand here is hypocrisy, is the deliberate attempt by the NDC to torpedo the rights of the people to select their leaders. That is the foundation of any democracy. This whole business of democracy rests on the right of the people to select their leader. And so if that is a matter at issue, you don't deal with it as a matter of law expressly, because the law is not democracy. The law only exists to restrain the bounds of exercise of people's rights. And so when you are making the law the issue, I'm sorry, but you are getting it wrong. In a democracy, you can't be right when you prioritize the law above people's rights. So the issue...
I wanted to ask, if this is what the law says, why do we have to look at any other thing?
Well, I'm telling you that the law is subject to interpretation. Is that not the case?
Right.
And circumstances can lead to interpretations that may be at variance with the letter of the law. And in our Constitution, the Supreme Court is the final forum for that determination. As we speak, a case, before Supreme Court to do that review. That court case is in the custody, a service is in the custody of the clerk to Parliament. And because my brother there is talking about filing an appeal is not an automatic stay of execution, there is actually an execution, a stay of execution filed on the same day. So are we saying that filing a stay of execution is not sufficient? If just by filing an appeal is not expressly a stay of execution, how about filing a stay of execution itself, which has not been heard? Then you have a clerk go ahead and issue that a seat is vacant. What I've just told you about J.T. Kweson, you know that before J.T. Kweson came to Parliament in 2021, before he was sworn in, there was a court case, against him under Article 94, contesting his eligibility as a citizen to contest. But he went ahead and was sworn in. And he served in Parliament until July 2021, that a court determined that, yes, he was not eligible, okay, to be a member of Parliament for the people of Assin North. Even that, on the back of an appeal, he stayed in Parliament. So all through 2021, he was in Parliament, even though the court had ruled that he was not eligible. At that point, a notice could have been issued for a by-election in 2021, but that didn't happen. It went on till 2022 when finally a determination was made. The Supreme Court laid injunction on him not to carry himself as an MP. Even that, in 2022, a vacancy was not declared in his case. Until 2023, May 17th, when the Supreme Court ordered for his name to be expunged before, okay, a vacancy was issued for his seat to be contested, and then he also contested and won. So what is happening in this case is that the processes that Parliament itself is used to.
Okay,
you can argue the rule that has been amended, but Parliament's own tradition. And in fact, if you allow me a minute, the now Speaker of the House, when he was the minority leader, in the case that Madame Patricia Piaget, the Deputy Minority Leader, just cited in relation to the former MP of Williamsey, Samuel Nimaka, the Speaker now, he was the minority leader, and he argued. This case traveled from 2001, when the ruling was given that he was not qualified because he was not from Williamsey, he hailed from Saboba and some other place, and so therefore he was not qualified to represent the people of Williamsey. Okay. This case started in 2001. Just give me 1 second. 2001, upon appeal, the same Tamale High Court ruled against him and voided his election. He went on appeal at the appeals court, which the appeals court affirmed the ruling from Tamale. And then he went to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court threw out his case saying that he has no jurisdiction come because the appeals court had ruled on the matter. Again, he went and filed an appeal. It was on the back of the appeal to review the Supreme Court decision that the minority leader, now Speaker of the House, wrote to challenge the Speaker, then Peter Lajete, to say that because there was that review application before the Supreme Court, the Speaker should not issue a notice for a vacancy a vacancy to exist in Williamsey, and because that appeal was pending. So if the Speaker had argued this way in history, today he's sitting as the Speaker. What prevents him from bringing the logic that guided him then to say that because this is a way to adjudicate matters so that we can have finality to the issue, allow for this review to end so that you can proceed.
Right. Mr. Anyagba, my final question to you will be about the conduct yesterday by the minority walking up from their seats and coming down. Really, was that the way to have your stance, noticed?
Well, I mean, it's unfortunate that, when things happen in our country, we even in the media who are supposed to be the third estate, the fourth estate of the realm, we don't exercise our right as citizens, seeing that what is happening is democracy under siege. What you are asking me is to give you a value judgment of what happened, to say, oh, they didn't do well or whatever. But you yourself should also be able to make a determination that when a people in a democracy faces a challenge like this, what is their recourse? In a democracy, what is our recourse?
Is there no other thing that can be done apart from what's happened?
Our recourse in a democracy is protest. So what you saw yesterday was the look and feel of democracy. When the people are pushed to the wall, in a democracy, the only resort they have is protest. So that was what you saw in the House. So if you hear anybody saying that, oh, what they did is so unfortunate and they make parliament look anyway, well, then the person doesn't know what democracy is.
Right.
Because in a democracy, you don't use guns. In a democracy, you don't have the liberty to do that. The liberty you have to exercise and canvass your right is your voice. And that was what you saw on full display yesterday. And my plea, you in the media, is to be able to advocate these things, because we are building a nation. We are not building MPP and NDC competition.
And that's what we're doing. That's what we're asking for. Your thoughts on that. Thank you very much, Richard Ahiagbah. He's Director for Communications for the NPP. As we wrap up on this, you've heard Richard Ahiagbah speak there. Looks like the minority is not backing down on this. For you as a majority in the House, what would you be doing? Going to continue with this?
My good brother Richard Ahiagbah, as he accused people to be speaking conveniently, has also conveniently spoken on morals instead of the law. The fact that it happened and you condemned at that time, today we shouldn't control that tangent when we have the law guiding us. And we all agree, it's about, I have said it on this your table the last time I came here on Saturday, that what we try to avoid is a tyranny of the majority. And as such, the NDC, having overwhelming numbers, have given the minority the chance to debate, the chance to contribute to the development of this country and its democracy. That said, when it's becoming too many with rowdiness, it should be condemned in no uncertain terms. Why am I saying so? The platform is there for you to use your democratic tools. That is, well, this is a matter coming from the court. In the recent past, that's close to the 2024, when Speaker declared 4 seats vacant in Parliament, the debate was strong that Speaker, and that for that matter, Parliament has no right to declare any seat vacant. Today, it is the High Court order being followed by what? Parliament, as stipulated by the Constitution. That again is a problem. All we are saying is that no, we, like I myself, I've sat on platform with Nyundam, I'm not happy, and I won't be happy if this is happening to any other MP who has been sworn in. But the fact of the matter is that we have rules, regulations, and laws that govern our operations.
So and the law is the law.
The law is the law. And Speaker added another version that the law is a law and is a law. You can only go according to the law. And I think that we have learned those conversations from them, because they have in the past told NDC and NDC that whatever you have, go to court. I don't see why the court today has become so difficult for them to be in.
Right. Honorable Batale, thank you very much. Let me take the final comments from Honorable Mahmood. Quickly on this one, and then we can wrap up with Boko and any message you have for the people in the area.
Yes. To just touch briefly on what my colleague has said regarding Richard Ahiagbah's response. Yes, he has, with all the time that you've given him, he could not criticize the law that is empowering Parliament or us to prevent Honorable Nyundam from participating in parliamentary business. He has not at all. And so he chose to run around, went all the way to speak to the fact that the Supreme Court in the past has to order Parliament to declare, to expunge Honorable Judge Kwesi's name. And the question then that we should ask ourselves, if that process was right, why then the Supreme Court ordered that his name should be expunged from Parliament? You get it? So these are the things. And so we will do everything as members of Parliament to support His Excellency for any other businesses that is brought before Parliament. We will make sure that we will carry it out successfully, just like we did yesterday, as to whether they are going to back down from their process or whatever. They can go ahead. We are prepared for them. We'll do whatever that is reasonably necessary to hold them into some corner and carry out government business successfully. And then finally, to the good people of the Kusago traditional area, more especially Binduri, I will urge them that they have suffered enough in the midst of this difficult and most challenging times in the history of that constituency that they are made to go indoors as early as 5 p.m. until 6 a.m. the following morning, considering how vast the constituency is, how the communities are far from one another, and yet we have been prevented from using motorbikes for the past 1 month now. I will use this your biggest platform to once again appeal to the Interior Minister that the ban on the riding of motorbikes and the curfew hours has far been too long, and then is causing a lot of havoc, a lot of harm to my constituents, bearing in mind that schools are no longer operating at health facilities and the likes, because the teachers, the health workers and the likes have to ride at distance before they can be able to get to their workplaces. And so we know they are exercising these powers for our own good, but they should find a way to balance it so that life can also go on meaningfully in the constituency. And to the people, once again, I want to urge them that whilst we are calling on government, we are pushing that some of these restrictions should be reviewed and relaxed a bit for their comfort. We also call on them to respect the law by laying down their arms and let peace prevail so that we can be able to balance the two and move on as people.
Right, thank you very much. So you heard from Isifu Mahmood, is a member of Parliament for Binduri and also a member of the Defence and Interior Committee of Parliament, and also you heard from that is the MP for Sisala East, who's joined us in studio, Mohammed Issa Bataglia, and thank you very much for coming through. But do you like jollof?
Yeah, of course.
You like jollof?
Of course, yeah. But the point is that I think whatever that affects the East has a spill over to the West.
Okay.
I am coming from the Upper West.
From the Upper West.
On that score, I also want to appeal to my brothers and sisters in the Upper East, that for specifically around Boku, to at least let peace prevail.
Yeah.
His Royal Majesty Otumfuo is doing so well. What I'm saying is that we are one, and this shouldn't be seen as a win or loss.
Yeah.
And they should restrain the youth too from jubilation. Sometimes when the report comes out,
yes,
because it's an agreement, it's not just like a court ruling, it's an agreement. We are agreeing to be able to make Boku a better place for all of us. In that case, we appeal to almost everybody, especially the young ones, that this is us. Let's create a better future for our young ones who are also coming up. Thank you.
Right, so I was asking about the Jollof for 20th of December. We're having the Metro TV Jollof Festival here on our premises.
Oh, wow.
So however you want your Jollof, when you come on that day, you get something to eat.
Okay, time?
Yeah. Oh, from morning, right? From morning,
okay,
9 a.m.
So yes.
to evening. So you can come and cook also.
We'll be here with empty stomachs. So.
All right, so we're taking a break. When we come back, we're talking about the Metro TV Jollof Festival. Stay with us.
I'm a branch manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa, dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
712 hash. Yeah, you go feel the luckiest. Go feel from Georgia be luckiest. From not the block, she be luckiest. Yeah, you go feel be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky, everybody go be that luckiest.
Cat Kwamio!
Send your God down for boom. If you're poor, so would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey.
Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, simple direction. Mr. Goodluck no check me way.
Yeah,
ma.
Easy car. Or dial star 712 hash. The devil is a liar. He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
I'm his birthday.
Oh, how romantic.
And he followed the prompt, yes. And then boom, confirmation test.
One quick, pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like 7.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, do you have family payment seminar? Before December, may release a motivational album. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Catch him. I didn't know when this assassin.
But say if one the home for Sonia Emperor and fear.
Ah, na you name. And then them name fear.
Asemi to me a man and your best way. Who bet to me a cool. Mr. Daddy.
This Christmas, Cartus Agri Limited is bringing you freshness, flavor, and festive joy straight to your home and office. Right here in Accra, Kumasi, Cape Coast, and Takrade. Cartus Agri, your #1 poultry plug. Fresh birds, sweet eggs, delivered with love. Get ready for our juicy Midofopa package. You get 1 broiler, 1 layer, 2 crates of eggs, plus our special chicken spices. All for only 450 Ghana cedis. Midofopa, sweet value for you. Or go big with our Coco Bolobo package. That is 2 broilers, 2 layers, 2 crates of eggs, and chicken spices. Just for 800 Ghana cedis. A Coco Bolobo. More chicken, more joy. And for families and corporate bodies ready to feast, try our Odon Soda package. 3 broilers, 3 layers, 3 crates of eggs, plus spices for only 1,200 Ghana cedis. Order now, enjoy more. And the best part is, corporate orders come with free delivery. Terms and conditions apply. Call us now. 0558 376127 or 0241 674268 or 020-331-5557. This Christmas, choose Cartus Agri Limited. Cartus Agri Limited. Freshness you can trust.
It's happening this December. It's the biggest, the largest, the Boshills Jollof Party Festival. It is the Metro Jollof Festival happening on Saturday, 20th December 2025 at the forecourt of Metro TV. It is an all-day event with opportunity for exhibitors to sell this.
This is Christmas and we are providing with Christmas jollof. Come chop, it is free. No charge you. Come chop, take it.
Ignite Media Premises Jollof Festival. And one Coronia, Brand Betubo on the 20th. What I say on the 20th December, Unia, Casabo and what is that Jollof Festival.
I'm inviting all of you on the 20th of December. Come and enjoy proper Ghanaian cooked, prepared jollof right here on the premises of Metro TV.
Go to start 25th. So I say, Brabedi jollof free.
Yeah, you know we all love jollof rice. Come and let's show the Nigerians that we are the best in the cooking of jollof rice.
One change in your bank, you buy jollof papa.
jollof ni ngong, jollof ni jema. Don't call your boda chobana call ye ni apa.
20th of December 2025. Make sure to come have some good Ghana jollof.
The tune sad ya fro bibia Ghana had the whole Ghana. For any trim Metro TV studio. However, jollof no set here be albania be a diama wow better lie into the tone safro. The bibia will be a for any trim here and come baby on your party.
Say outfit. So over say ube hunu wa hanuma and the 20th day I bra Ignite Media because you chicha jollof free. Say you wele jollof, meat jollof, chicken jollof. Messi tutu ane never Ignite Media. Never di jollof free. So over free jollof. So nene Ignite Media ha.
We are inviting you to our Jollof Festival right here at the premises of Metro TV. Come with your empty plates and leave filled.
Join me and the Ingot team at Metro Jollof Festival on the 20th of December.
Free.
Well, there's a saying that chop time, no friend. And that is where we have got into because on the 20th of December, we're bringing to you the Metro TV Jollof Festival. And this is where we're saying, come and eat jollof. I mentioned that I like my jollof with goat meat. Yeah, it tastes really, really good. So at this point, I have our MD, Klaus von Backenstein, joining me here, and some of my colleagues who are here. We're going to be trying this jollof from one of our vendors. And so get ready. If you are a vendor out there, hurry up, the clock is ticking, or else you'll not get any spot. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to eat this jollof, and Heidi is going to bring that to me right now, and then I get to eat that. But Von, how is it going though?
In fact, it's going very well. This particular jollof that we're going to eat right now was prepared by AH Hotel. Because AH Hotel is one of our sponsors. And AH Hotel is also our sister station. And so this special one was prepared by AH Hotel. The one we ate during the Metro Sports program was prepared by me.
Oh, you prepared that?
Yes.
Okay.
So on the 20th, we are all meeting here at the forecourt of Metro TV.
Okay.
To enjoy jollof. Jollof made from local rice, local spices, local chicken, local oils. Everything is made in Ghana.
Right.
Because we are promoting made in Ghana. So we'll be here on the 20th of December, which is next week, Saturday, to enjoy free jollof. We are cooking for the people. Christmas is starting here at Metro TV next week, Saturday.
So that is what happened during Metro Sports before Good Afternoon Ghana came in, and I was really jealous that they had to eat all of this, all the food, the guests on the show and all that. Eko is here with me very soon. I'll eat with Eko. So jollof, how do you like your jollof?
Well, I like it very soft, and also the chicken. I like the good one.
Thank you very much.
Honestly, I can't wait for the day.
Okay.
I'm really poised.
But Desmond,
yeah,
our own sister here, Heidi, will be cooking to feed 200 people.
Wow,
she's a very solid caterer.
Wow, that's a way. So you're bringing all the Opokwasi people to come.
I'm told her auntie is also a caterer, so auntie is joining her.
Wow, and also here is our front desk executive. Please join me, Precious. Join me on the microphone. Yes, on the 20th, what is happening?
We are cooking jollof.
Yes.
That's all. And eating jollof.
Varieties of jollof.
Right.
Nigeria jollof, made in Ghana jollof, and what again?
Okay, so the
Senegal jollof.
Participating countries that will be cooking for the tasting competition.
Right.
Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Senegal,
right,
Liberia, Gambia, and Cote d'Ivoire.
Wow. So all of these countries are coming in.
And we're inviting the Brazilian ambassador to be here as a special guest of honor.
Fantastic.
I'm told the Nigerian High Commissioner will also be here.
Will also be here. Yes. Oh, the Nigeria Jollof there.
And in fact, Chef Abby will be here too.
Yeah. So she recently placed second, the food content creator at the TikTok Awards, and she is going to be here. But if you see this man's face, you know,
I'm taking my fork.
Fork glass. Now, what did you use fork?
Won't you use your hands?
I want to tell people that I can eat.
Okay, speak here.
Maybe you'll take it. Let me be a darling over here.
Okay, so we are enjoying our jollof here. Okay.
Guys!
And in fact, so this is the Metro TV Jollof Festival. It's going to be an annual event to promote made in Ghana farm produce and poultry.
Right.
In fact, even spices are all made in Ghana.
Everything. Of course, we have one of our sponsors, Samu Spices, and several others coming in. So this jollof is from one of our vendors, Ace Cafe, right?
No, one of our sponsors.
One of our sponsors, I mean, Ace Hotel. Yeah. Hotel.
Tastes good, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. On Saturday next week, 20th December, we're going to have fun. See?
So guys,
yes,
do want to join our social media handles and follow for all the that is the messages in terms of what to know. And if you're thinking of asking where Metro TV is, we are Northridge here in Accra.
Now people are calling our commercial manager Charles, asking if we deliver, but please, we are not delivering. Please come here on the 20th of December.
Let me loosen the tie.
Let's enjoy Christmas.
Let me loosen the tie.
At the Metro TV Jollof Festival.
The food will go on.
Bonus seti.
Of course.
Accept your Ignite Media premises.
So I want to buy one for Alex on the 20th. You have to come and cook. Why here you can really cook.
Alex said,
hey, you guys are not being fair. 20th of December is Leonard's birthday.
Oh yes.
Our head of camera.
Yeah.
So Leonard will be here to celebrate the birthday with us at the Metro TV Jollof Festival.
Yes.
Family. Please come.
And we will come.
That's all happens to you.
Okay. So
there's no place to be than to be in Metro TV.
Yes.
But that day is a special day for me and everybody. So come and let's enjoy the jollof.
Let's enjoy the jollof.
At the Metro TV Jollof Festival.
Let me take a bite.
Yeah.
Uncle Leo, I'll be eating with you.
Okay. Because bonus seti.
Come with your friends.
It's free.
No, it's free actually. It's free. So just come and enjoy good food for free.
Thank you guys. But you guys are wonderful. Look, the people at Metro TV are wonderful.
Wow. But you relax.
Hey, no, but now,
hey. So guys, that one